Dear students, now we shall start the poem Rakhi. Yes, it is the same Rakhi which a sister ties around the wrist of her brother. This poem is written by Vikram Seth, and actually, he has written this poem for his dear sister Aradhana. So, let's give this poem a reading. Read this poem in which the speaker, upon receiving a Rakhi from his sister, thinks about how his relationship with her has changed over the years. Experience with him the emotions he feels at present. Dear students, in this poem, the speaker, the poet Vikram Seth, is full of love and regard for his sister. He tells over the years how his relationship with his sister has changed. But the festival of Rakhi is still the same. It is not only a festival but a medium through which a brother stays connected with his sister. We shall read the poem stanza wise. Mind it, students, prose contains paragraphs, but a poem contains stanzas. Or, in other words, we can say a paragraph of poem is called stanza. So, we shall read the poem stanza wise. The poem is Rakhi. Rakhi or Raksha Bandhan is a ceremony in which sister ties a band of thread around the wrist of her brother. It represents the strong, undying bond of love, respect, and trust between the two. In this poem, the poet receives a Rakhi from his sister. Come, students, let's read and try to analyze the poem. I had forgotten the time of year. Your Rakhi came, showing how things have changed and are the same. This poem starts with Vikram telling his sister that he has forgotten the time of year her Rakhi was delivered to him. However, he states that no matter what time of year he received the Rakhi, some things will never change in life. They remain the same. Let's read the second stanza. It was a contract of trust with more than you. I know I left home too many years ago. Here, the poet wants to say that no matter what time of year he received the Rakhi, he will always be her sister's dear brother. After all, Rakhi is nothing but a contract of trust between the brother and sister. Poet wants to say that Rakhi is not just a thread or a symbol of any festival, but it is a symbol of love, trust, and respect, which a sister shows to her brother and a brother keeps in his heart for his sister. The poet had left home many years ago, might be for some job purpose. Now he does not live with his sister, they live apart. Now let's jump on to the third stanza. I place the golden thread across my wrist. That done. Struggle with my left hand to tie it on. Now the poet has got Rakhi sent to him by his sister. He places the Rakhi across his right wrist and tries to tie it on with his left hand, but he finds himself unable to tie the thread. all by himself. Students, let's read the stanza. You should have done that. I too have lost half the right. I promise you your gift in 78. Here, the poet presents his desire, his wish to be with his sister. He wants his sister to tie that thread around his wrist because he is unable to tie that thread all by himself. So he wants his sister to be with him and perform the rite. Rite means customs, traditions which we have been following since ages. Brothers and sisters have been celebrating the festival of Raksha Bandhan since long back. So, he too has lost the right because when a sister ties the thread on her brother's wrist, brother blesses her and gives her a gift. But Vikram Seth cannot give a gift to his sister because she is living away from him now. But he promises his sister that he will give her a gift definitely when they will meet in 78. Children, 78 is the year 1978 here. Now let's jump on to the next stanza. Those future numerals look curious, and your brother too will be strange when next we meet each other. Those future numerals, it means the future date 1978, the date which is in the future. It looks curious to him. It seems very strange to him. He feels that their relationship has become very strange now. Once they were very close to each other, but now the poet feels shy with his sister. The poet asks his sister not to be very surprised if they meet each other as strangers in their next meeting. Now understand the last stanza. How we must both have changed, only the custom stays, educing from the past the undying days. Here, the poet is very much thankful that the customs will stay the same. They have not changed. He is thankful to the custom because, according to him, it is a medium through which brothers and sisters stay connected to each other. Now, the only way to relive the old memories is to share them. He just remembers the old memories and fills with pleasure and satisfaction. This poem shows his deep bonding, poet's Vikram Seth's deep bonding with his sister, how much he cares, respects, and loves his sister. Through this poem, the poet shows the deep bond between a brother and a sister prevailing in Indian culture. We must feel proud of that.